Well, can you tell us verbally where you are listening us from? Open the mic and say yes, please.
Yeah, sure. From ESN Salamanca.
Salamanca,
Valencia.
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 Okay, Valencia. We have people from Salamanca watching us. Can you see also in the screen the presentation?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very well.
Una cosa, ponemos la cámara, pero la de aquí.
Vale. Okay.
Vale.
No está la cámara puesta.
Aquí. Ya saldremos.
Hello everybody. Yo voy a estar aquí. Así. Vale, okay. Okay, everybody. Okay, finally, we figured it out. Thank you very much for coming to our first employability event that we do in Valencia. Thank you very much to Sofia for all the infrastructure that she's organizing. And yeah, don't forget to share the content online, say you are watching this workshop and everything, okay? And let's begin. Okay, why am I talking to you today? Well, I have a little experience with this network and I have struggled also, like you are probably going through. I'm a young graduate, I finished university 2 years ago. I had to find a job during a pandemic, which was very difficult with no experience. And I did have some help from some professionals that gave us talks in the university about LinkedIn, how to do a CV, how to approach recruiters. And also I think a quote that I like very much, good artists copy, great artists steal. So if you go to LinkedIn and you see a profile you like, you can perfectly take inspiration from there and apply it to your profile. Okay, first of all, what is LinkedIn? Well, I like to say that LinkedIn is like a Facebook, but with professional purposes. There are there are millions of members, 774, and it's a good place to put what you have done, that you are part of ESN, that you are doing 2 degrees at the same time, that you like sports or workshops or anything. It's also, there's a lot of egocentrism and like people showing off, oh, I have done 12,000 courses online, or I feel honored to have participated in this or that. But it's also the same thing, that is a toxic space that a social network creates. And it's also quite politically correct. There are a lot of respect because we are all professionals, and like, there is not like controversial stuff on it. Okay, how does it, I want to go through a quick walkthrough because maybe some of you, do you all here have LinkedIn? Yes? Yes? And from the people watching us, do you all have LinkedIn?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I don't.
Okay, there are some people who don't have LinkedIn. Okay. Well, this is what it looks like. It's very similar to Facebook. You have your personal space, posts of people, of companies. Some friend reacted to that. A menu on top of it, news that you may be interested in, and well, previews. And well, tengo un ratón. Igual puedo pasarlo así. And one of the interesting things that doesn't have Facebook is that you can see you can know who sees your profile. If you're getting, oh, a recruiter saw my profile, oh, my ex saw my profile, or my colleagues, or my flatmates, you know, and you can also see how many people saw your post. Oh, my post about looking for a job was seen by 200 people. And you can also, inside of that, you can also see if those people are students, professionals, and you can add them, people who you have common interest in. And apart from that, you can also grow a network and you can add people, same way as Facebook. And in LinkedIn offers you people that you have common interests with. Like, for example, people who study in your same university or your same degree or went to the same summer program. Okay, on the right, you can see that tells you the amount of people you have, the amount of contacts on your phone that you have on LinkedIn, the amount of people that you follow, like you follow, I don't know, Bill Gates. You're not gonna have Bill Gates on LinkedIn. Well, maybe yes, if you are a pro, but usually you follow influencers or famous people, celebrities. Also, the amount of events, there are a lot of webinars and stuff like that where you can learn. The pages you follow, companies, you follow Coca-Cola or whatever, it tells you that. I recommend having also a lot of a variety of pages to get enriched. Also, you can follow hashtags, same way as Twitter or Instagram. Okay, opportunities, looking for a job. Okay, when looking for a job, it's important what would you like to do, and you can choose the city, and you can choose the kind of job you will have, an entry job or with experience, or a volunteering job on this field, on this other field. And what I recommend instead of applying for those opportunities is getting, okay, this company is offering this position. Go to the website of this company, research and find the person who is in charge of human resources, find them on LinkedIn and add them. And they're like, hey, look at this person, look at Elena. She knows I work from this company. She knows we're looking for someone. And you step all the line of people who are applying for the job. Messages, same way as Facebook. You can sometimes send a message to people you don't know, but like maybe I think it's like once a month, and it seems a little bit weird because you haven't sent a request to be your friend. You just have sent, hey, this message, blah blah blah. So it doesn't have a very good output, and not everybody is able to read those messages because not everybody knows LinkedIn that well. Okay, notifications, same way as in Facebook. Someone has reacted to your post, someone has searched your post, someone has seen your profile. This company you belong to has had this many new followers, or everything like that. A lot of interactions that ways you can connect with people in the platform. Apart from that, on the right, you have products that are also mainly more interesting for some companies that can create and can promote content. But this is an interesting part that is groups, same way as Facebook. There are groups, and in these groups, they are very good for people you have common interest in. Like, for example, let's say you are an arts major, and there is a group of creators in LinkedIn, and everybody publishes opportunities about art. Or let's say you are an aerospace engineer. Well, there are groups of aerospace engineer in Canada, aerospace engineer in materials, aerospace engineers Europe. And it's a good place to make connections of people on your same level, but also recruiters. Apart from that, you also have LinkedIn Learning, which is on top right, and it's a very cool platform which has a lot of free material where you can learn about leadership. You can learn about. You can join. You want. You can join about leaders. You can join about, I don't know, management. You can learn how to do PowerPoints, how to edit with Photoshop, stuff like that. And at all the levels, you can learn about biochemistry too. Okay, let's go to the personal part, your profile, which is the main interest of the people who are here. How can how can I make my profile more attractive? How can I stand out? It's on here on the right, and I'm gonna explain quickly all the different elements that we can see here. Same thing as in Facebook, as in Instagram, as in Tinder, your profile picture. Okay? It's the first thing people look at. Oh, this person, does she look nice? Is she well dressed up? Is she smiling? You don't want to hire someone who is sad or who looks bored. Apart from that, the banner. What are you looking at job? What kind of job are you looking for? engineer, let's say, okay? Engineer related to maybe energy. Well, let's put some energy theme image there. Me, for example, I work in the environment field. Well, I put a forest. Let's say you like chemistry. Well, you can put an image of a lab or an oil station or whatever inspires you. Your name. You can also add how your name is pronounced properly, and that's quite interesting because maybe someone sees my name and says, "Oh, Jesus." Well, no, it's Jesus. Also, first side, you can see the company I work for and the last university I studied too. That's also important, and you can edit that and say, "Oh, do you want to publish the last university or the previous one or my Erasmus one?" And inside of these universities, you can also see how many people studied in those universities, and you can see how many people studied in those universities the same degree you did, and you can maybe connect with them. Hey, I see you studied in Politecnica de Valencia. I am studying too. Oh, you are now in NASA. What did you do to make it there? And that's a great way to connect and to get insightful information. And your description, you can also edit if you have to describe me in 5 words, what is it? Well, I'm an Earth observation analyst. I'm a chemical engineer interested in environment. And you can also put hashtags. What can you talk about with me? Space, technology, climate change, blah, blah, blah. And also, when looking for a job, it's very interesting that you put the location where you would like to find a job. Let's say recruiters are saying, "Oh, I want to hire someone who is an artist in Paris," but the place you have put is Malaga. Well, recruiters are gonna find you if they are looking for artists in Malaga, not in Paris. Or let's say you are in the middle of the countryside in England, where you're gonna put maybe Southampton. You can put London and access more recruiters. Contact information. You have here your number, your email, your birthday. Sometimes people say, "Hey, happy birthday!" Like if you're like, "Oh, this person doesn't even talk to me," but hey, it's another way to interact with some networks. If you have a network and you have some profiles, some people you are interested in, it's totally fine from time to time say, "Hey, how are you doing? I would like to catch up. How's your job? Are you looking for new opportunities?" And it's a very safe environment for that, and it's not that awkward. Any question so far? Question, guys? We good? Okay. Also, you can put if you want, can they raise their hand in thing? Okay,
Yeah.
so we see if they have questions. You can also put your profile in languages, Spanish, English, Italian, and this way the recruiters will see your profile in the language they are looking applicants for. If you are, I don't know, in China, maybe you speak Chinese, maybe it would be interesting to look to put your profile in Chinese. And one very important thing, you can edit the address, the internet address of your profile. So it would be linkedin.com/elena/guillermo/aerospace/whatever. You click there in edit, and you can go here and edit yourself. What do you like to do? LinkedIn creative arts. LinkedIn TikTok. You can do that. Sorry. It's Coke, okay? It's no alcohol here, guys. Okay, let's continue. Another part of the sorry, it was in the presentation. Another part of the LinkedIn profile is after your description. You can see you can upload files, and some stuff that I recommend is you can create a website. Yeah, it's very easy. You go to wixsite.com. You can create it for free. You don't even have to buy the domain. You know. You can also put your curriculum there, and also LinkedIn must not be a synonym of your curriculum. You must have your curriculum with a certain style, and you must have LinkedIn with another style. Okay, they should be complemented. So a person who sees the curriculum clicks in the link in the curriculum to your LinkedIn profile and sees something new and continues being interested. Apart from that, you can also upload your thesis, your master thesis, your degree thesis, your portfolio, the video you did for a company and had 10 million views. You can put it all here. You can edit, you can add new content. Don't put like 20 stuff there. Put like 3, 4, 5, 10. Okay, the description. Don't make it too long. Make it something catchy. Who am I? What I'm interested in. You can also put it in several languages and talk to you. I recommend writing it in first person, because if I say Jesus is a very interesting person, blah 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 blah, it's my freaking profile. Nobody wrote that for me, so make it natural. And let's go with experience. It's very important that you don't put too much information. You can put your biggest achievements. Oh, I work for this company during this time, and I multiply the visits in the website from 3,000 to 5,000 in 4 months, or I multiply the budget we have, or like so the person hiring says, oh, I can see what you made, what difference you made in that company, and what you would potentially do in mine. Also, you can also put links to the website of the company, links to, I don't know, videos in YouTube about your work, interviews you had, so that person can see that at that period of time in this space you did that, and can make it more interesting. So instead of having plain text, you have text, you have an image, you have more color. You can also put the evolution you had, the progress you had in your company. Let's say some of you, many of you are from ESA. Well, you can put the different positions you did. Oh, first I was in the sport department, then I was secretary, then I was blah blah blah. You can put all that, and if it was in the same city, in different cities. Education. You don't need to put all the grades you have. Oh, 8.5 if in maths, 7 in chemistry. You can put a summary of your achievements. I don't put much because my grades are not that good, but some people do, and some people put also. For example, I have here on the bottom a presentation of my bachelor thesis, or you can put a video you did about a contest, or you can put a document that says that you were class representative, things like that show leadership and differentiation. Because in LinkedIn there are 700 million users. Recruiters you're gonna be 100 people like you, 200 like you, 300 like you, so you have to stand out. You have to do a website. You can do, one second. Another way to stand out is to do cards. You go to these are like business cards. You can do this and go to an event where recruiters are coming, where there are teachers, blah, 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 and you go with your card and you're like, oh, here you have one. And I have mine with a QR code where you can see my website, you can see my LinkedIn profile, and you go with it, oh, this is interesting. Has my number, has my information, my name. I have everything you need to know in 20 words, and it takes like 10 euros, 15 euros to have like 100, 200. And these are ways that you have a website. Oh, you can even put more stuff different from LinkedIn. You can do it with another color. You can do videos. You can do another style, whatever you feel more comfortable with, and project it to engineering, to art, to whatever. You can also experiment in your business card. It doesn't have to be a plain white and black like mine that clearly says I'm an engineer. You can do colors. You can do augmented reality, stuff like that. Courses. You can put your LinkedIn courses here. You can also put online courses you did on, I don't know, organic chemistry, and I really like that. And I'm looking for a job related to that. So it's the perfect place to put it. And I have way too much. I have like 30. They are not that relevant, but I'm just lazy to take it out. But I don't know. I did maybe stuff 5 years ago not related to my job, but I keep it there like a drawer. Okay, volunteering. It's very important too that and volunteering for young graduates without experience like us. The amount of time we have dedicated to projects, to organizing, to associations, to the Boy Scouts, to practicing sports. to dancing 12 years in the most prestigious academy of Barcelona. Stuff like that also adds up because if a recruiter has two profiles, the same grades, same university, and say, oh, but this one also did kayaking and also was the secretary of an association. Well, that's more interesting, has some other skills. And you can also put individual skills, like for example, related to the job you want to have. You want to have something related to sports. Well, you can put well-being, psychology, pedagogy. I don't know if that's a thing. Teamwork. Teamwork. Well, teamwork is very basic, but let's say you like additive materials. You like satellites. You can put it there, and you can also. I think it's also this a very nice thing. The recommendations you can write publicly. A recommendations you do to a specific person, to a specific teacher, to a boss you had who really liked and helped you, and you can recommend it. You say, oh, he's a leadership figure. He helped me a lot, and I'm very thankful for that. And the next recruiter who will see that will say, oh, look at this, even his colleagues or his teachers were inspired by him. And publications, let's say you wrote a blog post for a fair you had in your university. Let's say you wrote something for your local newspaper, for your regional newspaper, for a magazine in the university about the music groups. You can all put it here, and well, it's also put to if you are a scientific researcher and you do deeper stuff. But I don't have that, so I put my interviews to my local newspaper. And projects that you can put here also that you were part of a theater group, that you were, I don't know, you did a trip around 7 countries. Oh, that you think that matter to you that are more creative, you can also put them here and put a link or a PDF or whatever. And languages, same thing as the other. You can put your profile in languages, but you can also put the number of languages you speak. Let's say you speak Catalan, or you speak Chinese, or Italian. You don't have to. You don't need your profile in 7 languages, but you can put the 7 here. And the networking. When you add someone, you have 300 characters to define you. And what I recommend is like, hi Sofia, my name is Jesus. I saw your profile. I really admire what you do. I think we have a lot of things in common. I think we should connect. Something like that, something quick, so the other person feels appreciated. Oh, look at this person. He or she read my profile. Oh, he likes me or thinks I'm interesting. I will accept. And same thing. Who do you want to add? People who went to the same university, who did the same stuff like you. People who are in positions you would like to achieve. And create content. I put a heart here because I think that you should publish stuff that you believe in, not stuff that people will like and will give you views. Well, let's say you like feminism and women in STEM, in science. Well, put stuff on that, work on that, so your network, when you enter your profile, will see stuff related to that. Let's say you like automobiles and the car industry. Well, publish stuff with that. I went to this talk, I read this book, I watched this documentary. Enrich yourself and the people in that field. When there is a hashtag, when there is something, we'll see your profile and it will stand out. So thank you very much. Well, there was another QR code here, but I will send it to you to send you this conversation. The QR code of this is the source material I used. I will also send it in your email, but if you want to scan it, so thank you very much for coming. And now I think that we shouldn't like cut it here and we all go home. I think we can do a little Q&A. Hey, what do you recommend in this? My situation is this. Same as you guys. If you have any question or anything, just raise your hand and we will tell you and you can share. Thank you.
Have you find a job? No sé en español, en inglés o...
Hay un...
Okay, we have a question here and then we go with Maria.
Hola, I hope you can hear me because
Wait,
I'm
wait, wait,
catching
wait,
a
Maria.
little.
There is another person.
Uh,
One second, Maria.
¿Has encontrado trabajo por por LinkedIn, ¿no?
Okay.
O conoces a alguien que
The question is if I found a job through LinkedIn. Well, the first job I had, and I'm still working for this company, is that I saw my current boss was giving a talk in LinkedIn. I added him on the website. I sent him an email and say, hey, I like what you do in your company. I want to work with you. Don't pay me. Let's do an internship, like an internship for 4, 5, 6 months, and I want to learn by your side. And they were like, and it happens that I was the first person ever who told them that. Now we have a lot of CVs that we receive, but so yeah, we could say I found a job through LinkedIn because you see who is creating content, you see who is doing stuff, you see who is working on this field, on other field, you know. Let's go with Maria.
Okay, so I hope you can hear me. So the thing is, so what can we do when actually we don't have a lot of proper jobs connected to our studies? Or for example, maybe I never done so many proper jobs. Maybe I spend more time in sports. So actually, in LinkedIn to find apply for other kind of jobs, I don't know what to write or like if you have any kind of suggestion because maybe I don't have a lot of practice but I would like to learn a lot, but I don't know how to pose myself. Like,
Okay, thank you, Maria. Maria is asking that if you don't haven't done a lot of volunteering and stuff, how can you make your profile more attractive? What I would recommend, Maria, is when you did the sports, at what level did you do it? Just as a participant, as a referee, as a secretary of a club, as a president of a federation, you know, and put that responsibilities you had in your profile. That's so, oh, I was here and I made these decisions and I achieved a gold medal, or we achieved funding, or we got 10 sponsors, that kind of stuff. Another way is that maybe you haven't done that yet, join causes and join associations, enjoy stuff that you think that will be related and you can find a job. Let's say you want to find a job in a nature environmental. Well, go plant trees, go learn about the birds, go learn about biodiversity. Did I answer your question properly?
okay, so we just try to connect with everything we want to, and then we write it there, like we show it to everyone. Okay.
Yeah, and another thing you can do is that maybe if you don't have a lot of positions, you can find people who is working in that kind of position, contact them and ask them, or contact the people in human resources and ask them, hey, how can I improve my profile? How can I make it more attractive? Elena.
Okay, gracias.
Do you think that you can publish some things you do during your studies, like laboratory or something that can be interesting, or you just say you study and you don't publish anything about your studies?
Yeah. You can say this week we went to the laboratory and we did this and that and we learned about this. That's the stuff. I mean, you can. It's not that useful to say, oh, this week I went to the library and I studied for 5 hours, or I did my homework. But going to the laboratory and tag maybe your teacher. It's great to learn from Mr. Sanchez. So you can add your teachers and it's not awkward. You can add them and what I like also doing is everybody there is usually like social networks and newspapers from the universities. Oh, this teacher achieved this teacher is the first female teacher to win whatever. Add them in LinkedIn, say, hey, I like what you did, and even go talk to them. Hey, Maria Fernandez, you participated in a congress in Vietnam. Well, I want to learn about it. It's a little weird, but I have done that. I follow and I attract the people that I find that different to learn from them. So yeah, you can publish stuff that makes you say, oh, she doesn't only go to class, she goes to class, learns, creates content, and you can see the evolution through the classes. You can say, oh, I'm currently working on a project on more sustainable fuels. You can do that too. Any other question here? Fausto, Lucas, Pilar, we good? Do you all have a profile? Are you going to
Yeah,
improve your profile after this?
yeah, that's I'm taking notes.
Very well, very well. I will send you all the material too. How are we doing here? I try to make it quick and I mean, it's LinkedIn, it's not Instagram, it's not as attractive, there's not that much color, but you can express yourself however you feel. Let's say you're an artist. You can put colors, you can put videos, you can put videos of math, you can do by video tutorials, on YouTube and put them here too. And it's very safe and very respectful and embraceful.
How would you publish activities of ESN, like for example, being head of beer pong, but without make it beginning like just party and making it more attractive?
I think ESN is the perfect platform to develop those skills, and LinkedIn can be a great projector of those skills. For example, let's say you are doing activities weekly. Well, instead of saying, "Wow, I'm so happy to be head of beer pong," you can see, well, I'm very excited and very happy to be part of ESM Valencia UPP, to take positions of responsibility to help the international students to enjoy their time in Valencia at the same time as I grow myself and I learn this or I learned that. Or last week I had the opportunity to go to a national event, which means that 1,000 students gather in Barcelona to celebrate diversity, to celebrate tolerance, those kind of things that doesn't have to be, oh, this party, we party every day from Monday to Wednesday. I mean, that doesn't belong here. That would be more in Snapchat or Instagram. But there is always a way. And if any of you have any questions about it, please find me in LinkedIn or in my email or anything, and I could personally help you create those first posts, those first stuff. Mila, ¿qué tal? How was it? You learned? Are you going to improve your profile now?
Yes.
Very well. You understood everything, or do I speak too quickly?
No.
Thank you. Elena, yes.
Um, maybe it's not related with the presentation, but in your CV, do you put more things, less things than in your LinkedIn? Or how is it comparing to your LinkedIn, your CV that you send to companies?
I would say I put less things because in LinkedIn you don't have a limit of 7.5.7 pages. You have infinite. In your CV you have 1 or 2 pages, so you have to squish the information. What do I do in my CV too? I put a link to my LinkedIn, and that way they can explore more. But yeah, the CV, you have to put the key information in bullet points to make it clear because the recruiters read a lot of them. I think that the recruiting system is maybe transitioning to not only CVs, but more diverse stuff, portfolios, website, YouTube channel, LinkedIn profile, and the connections. It's very important to have a connection, to know someone who works because in the end, the personal link is stronger than a CV. Because in a CVs, there are 200. A connection, people like talking to people. People don't like reading CVs. I recommend also CV, yes, because it's compulsory and it's like that, but talking is nice too. Guille, how do you find, how you think you are going to improve your profile after this?
How? Put that picture first.
Yeah, important the picture.
What do you recommend for me to like?
Do you have, what, for example, Guille here is an aerospace engineer. What is your field of interest? Space, engines, airports.
Yeah, I do like space. Yeah.
Space. Well, find I don't know, an orbit, a satellite image, something that inspires you, and I say, oh, I want people to associate this to me.
No, but I mean like a picture of my face. Like,
Oh, picture. Oh,
yeah.
okay. Picture your face. I recommend something with color, not black and white, because it looks like you're dead. Like put oh, this is a person who had a LinkedIn, but not anymore. Put something with color, smiling. Something with color, smiling, and that the recruiter sees you and say, okay, this person looks nice, I want to hire him. Don't put something serious or like an ID picture. Go shave or take a nice background with nature or color or dress up nicely. A shirt doesn't have to be a full suit, but it can be totally that. I think it's more interesting the close up. It doesn't matter what you wear, but the face is because we are people and we are human. And when I talk to Sofia, I'm not looking at the boots she's wearing. I'm looking at her face. Lucia, how are you going to improve your profile? Well, guys, yeah, we finished officially, so if you have stuff to do, feel free to leave, don't worry.
I have updated my picture.
You have updated your picture?
Yes, because it was from 5 years ago.
5 years ago, yeah.
I think it was necessary.
Very nice.
Also, I started adding my friends.
Yes, add your friends. You have friends, you have family, you have colleagues. I have my father in LinkedIn. You know, like this. Everybody adds up because the more you add, the more people you can reach, and potentially more recruiters. Guillermo.
I was going just to ask, how many contacts do you have on LinkedIn? Or
I have a lot because for years I worked on LinkedIn to create. Now not anymore. I did it because I didn't have a job, so I had to do something else. But for years, for maybe 2 years, I uploaded one post every day. There's also a difference of influence of the post. Post on Monday and Tuesday usually have a bigger effect than Sundays. And there's research about it. But I have around 2,600 people in LinkedIn. I have more people in LinkedIn than in Instagram. But because I felt safe, I felt I had the creativity and the energy to promote myself. But now, from time to time, I don't publish that much. But I like it.
do you post things about your job right now?
Right now, I could post things about your job, about my job. I could post things about things I like climate change or science. But I have a job right now. I don't have that much necessity. But you can do. Oh, I'm happy this week at my job. We learn about this or that. But it's very important that you talk to your boss about this because sometimes you can publish freely about the company. You're like, oh, does this follow the company's criteria or blah blah blah, or is my coworker okay if I publish about us, stuff like that.
You also publish your secondary jobs, like, for example, modeling or.
If I publish about modeling, you can put if I
It's like
have
secondary jobs, like waiter,
you can put like I mean until you have something more interesting, you can put you did a bartend you were a bartender or something because the recruiter is gonna say, oh, this person struggles, this person knows how to deal with people, and you can put bartender. What do you learn there? You learn how to deal with drunks. You learn how to deal with schedules, with pressure at late hours. You know that shows a behavior. So yeah, you can do modeling. Well, this person learned how to talk to clients, how to follow instructions, how to be nice, or to look that you are nice. Okay. Well, I think this is it, guys. Thank you very much, Fausto and Lucas, that you are still there. And yeah, we can now continue enjoying here freely. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.